Thank you very much. And I appreciate the opportunity to come back to Cal. I do want to make thank you very much. I do want to make one more thank you because the great dean here was talking about all the hosts and he listed all the people. I want to thank one that we missed. How about a hand for the Americans? East Coast Americans, how about the good old United States of America, the freest country on the planet? I want to first, as I speak, identify what we are debating tonight. You must at least know what you are debating. So I'm going to read something to you, and you ask yourself a question if you agree with the statement or you disagree with the statement. This is what we're debating tonight. The state shall not discriminate. If you are for that, or you are against that, you need to understand what the debate is tonight. The state shall not discriminate against or grant preferential treatments to any individual or group on the basis of race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin in the operation of public employment, public education, or public contracting. I personally am for that statement. I do not want the state of California to look at me and see my color and think anything. I do not want the state of California to look at me and say, you are black, therefore. That, ladies and gentlemen, is racist. If you allow the state to determine any benefit based on your race or your gender, you are a fool to history. It has always negatively impacted people that look like me. So I'm against any government race-based program to manage me. I am not a permanent member class. I am not the pet of America. I am not some kind of endangered species that needs to be managed by my beloved government. I'm a citizen. I am free. I can act like I'm free. So any government program set up to manage me looks too much like a plantation. The best management system the country ever devised was the plantation. Everybody in the plantation had a job. They all had something to do. They all were managed. When they went to master for better working conditions or low-income housing or better food, you always managed to give them what they wanted. Now, when I came to this institution, to Berkeley, I came from the United States Navy. In the Navy, I had a white racist shipmate dropped 2,800 pounds on me because of the color of my skin. He gave me my cane that I had the rest of my life. And I walked around in pain the rest of my life. And I came here hating everybody white. I blame everybody white for my condition, for my pain, for my inability to pay my children. I blame everybody because I thought that because he hated me for my color, I was hated for his color. What I found out was that the civil rights movement was a movement to remove the civil barriers on me. Not to make white folks like me, not to get a sandwich at the lunch counter, not to be able to work next to you or live next to you. I don't care then, I don't care now, if you don't want me living next to you. I just don't want you to try to lynch me when I show up to live next to you. So what I want to do is erase the legal barriers, for civil rights means the legal barriers. Not the social barriers. I don't want a law making you like me. I'm not like you. But I'm still going to compete. I'm going to take the job that you are competing for, and my children will compete, and my children will be educated. And what we have today, though, is not education. We have indoctrination. If you're saying to me that we need an affirmative program to help black people come to this university, what you are saying is that you think that black people are intellectually inferior, they cannot study, they cannot read, they cannot write, they cannot take the test, and inability to sit next to a white person and compete. I'm saying you are wrong. I want to ask you a question. If you believe that we need some kind of race-based math program, does someone please tell me, how did Dr. Carter become Dr. Carter before affirmative action? How did Dr. Martin Luther King become Dr. King before affirmative action? How did Tuskegee get there before affirmative action? Or Howard University before affirmative action? How did my grandfather and the NFL and singing and dancing in Hollywood and everywhere else, you see black people competing and think they can achieve, you found success. So as a black man standing here, in the descendants of slaves who struggled to try to find a civil right to compete and come to this campus, as a black man who graduated before affirmative action, the top of my class, as a black man who went on to achieve success in social, political, economic means, I am telling you, all affirmative action you do, no matter what your intentions are, no matter how much you're going to take care of the poor slaves, no matter what you intend to do, all affirmative action ever does is manage misery and poverty. And I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. You cannot establish yourself as a human being if you do not agree with this statement. The state of California shall not discriminate or grant preferential treatment against any individual who could be against that. Whoever that person is, folks, used to be called master. He wanted the slaves to be managed properly. He wanted to be housed properly. He wanted you to think that your children belong to him. Now, I'm telling you something, folks. If you come bring these statistics that show you that black people cannot get to school, cannot graduate from programs, cannot compete intellectually, unless you think black people are inherently inferior, which I don't, unless you think that, you must look at another reason why. I have a suggestion for you. Your high schools are failing you. It has nothing to do with affirmative action or a program, or white people or black people. If you're going to a high school where you have $9,000 per student, and you have no computers, and you have no college prep courses, you are being hustled. And if you come to the school unable to read, unable to write, unable to study, unable to compete, and you expect affirmative action to get you into the school, you are delusional. And when you come here, they allow you to get in because they're going to give you 300 points on the color of your skin, and let you sit here from a school that did not prepare you, and you become a college dropout instead of a graduate that has only served your master. I am not here to serve a master. That white racist shipmate thought he had sentenced me to a lifetime of misery, ruining my career, ruining my ability to earn a living. I was going to be left with just depending on him and other nice white folks that managed me. I decided his sentence for me was irrelevant. The sentence I gave myself was to cast off any idea of help from someone and take on my own ability to help myself. When I heard this campus, this idea, if I give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If I teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. You are being hustled because you don't have all the fish, nor do you have all the knowledge. It's not your fish, it's not your plate, it belongs to me. Stay right or be left. Stand for yourself and nothing else. Thank you very much.